What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, CEO, owner, MTS Nutrition, and Exos trainer. There's something I really want to go over because a lot of people think that, natural bodybuilding has no inherent risks. You're basically being healthy, you're training. But this condition I'm going to talk about today, actually, I've seen it affect more natural lifters than I have lifters who are enhanced. And it's something we all need to be cognizant of. And while I think overtraining is extremely hard to reach, I do feel that some people can reach this to the point where it's actually probably easier than overtraining, because overtraining is a nervous system issue, whereas rhabdomyolysis, we'll just use the term rhabdo for time being. Rhabdomyolysis is something that completely can mess you up. Now, here's the thing. It is the rapid breakdown of muscle skeletal tissue to the point where your body just can't process it. Now, your kidneys get overloaded. It can occur from severe burns, car accident, crashing injury, ischemic limb injury, heat stroke, and even certain infections. But the thing I am concerned with today, in this article at Tiger Fitness, I'm going to link down below, is that it is extremely rare to experience this. Basically 29.9 per 100,000 patient years. It's very low. So what happens is your body essentially can't process all the breakdown that's occurring within the muscle. Now, instead of going over all the stuff that causes it, all the science behind it, which we can. The symptoms are muscle weakness, fatigue, excessive soreness, bruising, low urine output, dark tea-colored urine. I'll give you an anecdote about that in a second. Fever, nausea, vomiting, sense of malaise, which is confusion basically, and agitation. Now, just being sore, feeling run down, that's not rhabdomyolysis. That's something that's insanely different because you will know you're in this. Now, here's my anecdote where it hit me personally. My man, Justin Renfro, who lives right down the road from me in Indiana, a couple hours away, he was actually prepping. And he called me from the hospital. And essentially, he's like, bro, I'm literally pissing oil. And he didn't know what was wrong. He got pumped full of liquid, literally dropped, I believe, 18 or 19 pounds in fluids from the rhabdo. And he was on bed rest. And then he, started slowly easing back into activity, but dude was knocked out. His kidneys were literally failing. Now, when you're peeing literally oil, your kidneys are not in a good spot. So they flushed him. And this is a guy who's also drinking multiple times a day. Now, how did he get there? Justin started at a very high weight and was getting ready for a natural bodybuilding show. And what happened is he set a very unrealistic time period from where he was going to compete to where he was when he started. And it was like 12 weeks, balls to the wall, all out, one of those raw. But he's the kind of dude, I'm talking about, his online moniker is corporate meathead. Dude is driven, like he's driven to win. He doesn't know about losing. He's a hard worker and he'll do whatever it takes. So when he put his mind to doing this, he did whatever it took to get this done. All right. So he's going and going and going. Cardio twice a day for an hour, I believe. Weight training like a madman. Caloric deficit. Up the yin yang. Boom. Rhabdomyolysis. He's in the hospital. Has to call off the prep. But dude just completely almost lost it. And it was to the point where, it was so deleterious to his health that he was in the hospital. So this is very real. So, the thing you need to look at is if you are training that balls to the wall, that's something you really need to do. So for preventing this, obviously, you don't have to overtrain every workout. Like, obviously, I'm at fault as a YouTuber called The Machine. I hate being called a YouTuber, but fuck it. People call me that. My name's The Machine. I train hard. I go balls to the wall. I always preach 120. But here's the thing, man. You got to adequately hydrate because dehydration also causes a lot of it. If you're not feeling 100% on a day, that doesn't mean push it. That means have a good workout, but don't go over the top crazy with it. Again, avoid going over the top every single time. These guys are like drop sets every workout. You got to realize, like Mike Rashid, CT, and myself, we don't do that every workout. We do it for videos. It looks cool, but we don't go every day and do tremendous drop sets. You know, we're much more sane in our training. So while it's good to push yourself once in a while, you don't want to do it every single time. But rhabdomyolysis is very real. It's very rare, but it can happen. So be cognizant of your body, read the signs, and be sure not to go too far over the top where you just can't get it back. I'm Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, because piss and oil, that's not a game.